Hello viewers, I am Mr. Dilip Kumar Pal stands before you with an important topic of paper number 9 of 4th semester, and the name of the topic is RTI. So far as RTI is concerned, we will discuss in this video about the origination of RTI, its meaning, objectives, provisions and suggestions for the better implementation of right to information. Let us start. What is the meaning of right to information? Before I start, I want to inform my viewers that you may be in any place, I may be in any place, you are my beloved students, and I request you for your benefit that if you have not subscribed my channel, subscribe and intimate others to subscribe my channel, so that plus 2 first year, plus 2 second year and plus 3 first semester to plus 3 fourth semester students will get the benefit. And a little bit benefit to any person, we can feel proud by it. So what is the meaning of right to information? Democracy is a government where people's representative form the government. Democracy is a government where representatives of people form the government, and the government runs with people's money. So people have the legal right, or the citizens have the legal right to know policies, programs, decisions of government by asking any information from any public office. Whenever people will ask or citizen will ask any information from any public office, the information must be given. This is right to information. And under the right to information, people can, under the right to information, citizen can inspect any public works, records and files. Under right to information, citizens can inspect any public works, records and files. Number 2, they can secure any files, they can secure copies of any files and records. They can ask for files of any report and any records. Number 3, they can obtain other informations in the form of printout, floppies, CD, tapes or any electronic modes in the form of printout. So right to information means, as people's representative run the government and the government runs with people's money, people or the citizens have the legal right to ask any information from any government office. Whenever citizens will ask any information from any government office, citizens will have to be given the information. So under the right to information, citizens can inspect public works, records and files. They can ask for copies of these records and files. They can ask photocopy of these files and records, but for this they will have to give some extra amount. So this is the right to information. So right to information means citizen can ask any information from any government office. Whenever they will ask for any information, informations cannot be denied to them. They will have to be given information. This is right to information, RTI. And this right to information was implemented in India in 2005, October 15. But no doubt in India it was implemented on 2005, October 15. But India was not the first country to implement it. Sweden was the first country who implemented it in 1766. After Sweden, America implemented it after 200 years in 1966. And in India, Tamil Nadu was the first country and Goa was the Tamil Nadu was the first state and Goa was the second state who implemented or enforced right to information in the year 1996 and 1997 respectively. And Right to Information Act, Right to Information proposal came to Parliament and it was passed in 2005 June 15, but it was implemented from 15th October 2005. This is what origination of right to information and the meaning of right to information. Now we'll see what are the objectives of right to information. The vital object of right to information is to make the government alert. The first object of the right to information is to make the government alert for its work. Number two, it restricts government to keep itself aloof from corruption. Number three, it restricts employees of the government to keep themselves away from corruption and to be responsible. Number four, it secures transparency. Everything will be clear. Finally, by making citizens involved in the day-to-day administration, the principle of democracy are implemented. So these are the 5 objectives of right to information. So the first objective of the right to information is that it makes the government alert. Number 2, it makes the government to keep itself away from corruption. Number 3, it alerts government servants not to make corruption and to be responsive to the duties. Then fourth, it makes everything transparent. Everything will be clear cut. Information, data, files will be clear cut. Finally, by involving people in administration, it makes the government, it makes democracy real. So these are all the objectives of RTA. Now we'll discuss provisions of RTA. It is very important. Be attentive to the whiteboard. Provisions of RTA. What are the provisions in the RTA? Number 1, by this act, citizens can ask any information in any form in the possession of public authority, including records, circulars, emails. The first provision of this right to information is that citizen can ask any information in any form to any public authority, and they can ask for any circular, records and email, logbooks, etc. So the first provision of right to information is that people can ask any information in any form from any government office. Number 2, citizen can ask any information without giving any reason for seeking the information by depositing 10 rupees to PIO and APIO of the office in form D. Citizen can ask any information without citing any reason. It means second provision of RTI is that without citing any reason, citizen can ask any information, and whenever they want information from any office, the information will be given by the Public Information Officer, PIO, or Assistant Public Information Officer. They will give the information, and the Public Information Officer and Assistant Public Information Officer will give the information. But people will have to apply for the information in form A by giving 10 rupees dues And if that person belongs to BPL category, there is no need for him to give any due. Only he will give the Xerox copy of the BPL card. Then number 3, the information must be, whenever a person will ask any information to public information officer or assistant public information officer of any government office, he will have to be given information within 30 days. But if that information is related with his life, then that information will be given within 48 hours. Now 4, in every public office, there must be a public information officer and assistant public information officer. But the public information officer and assistant public information officer, they are not specially recruited. But in a government office, any of the staff is given this additional function. Any staff of any government office will be given additional function of public information officer and assistant public information officer. Then now 5, if citizens are not satisfied with the information which is given to them through public information officer or assistant public information officer, he can apply to the first appellate authority by giving 20 rupees dues in the form number D. For example, if a person is not satisfied with the information which is given through public instruction officer or assistant public information officer, then he can appeal to the next higher officer of the public information officer, who is the first appellate authority, by filling up the form D and by paying 20 rupees dues. And if he belongs to BPL category, there is no need for him to give due. Again, if he is not satisfied with the verdict of the first appellate authority, who is the senior officer of the public information officer, then by giving 25 rupees due and by filling form number E, he can make appeal to State Information Commission. And whenever you will appeal to the State Information Commission, then State Information Commission may request the public information officer and assistant public information officer to be present, and the State Information Commission has the power to impose 25,000 rupees fines on the public information officer if he has not performed his work fairly. Then there is a provision of Central Information Commission consisting of a Chief Information Commissioner and other information commissioner. So, in the right to information, it has been mentioned, in order to give people better information, there is a provision of Central Information Commission and State Information Commission. In the Central Information Commission, there are 11 members. One is the Chief Information Commissioner, other are Information Commissioners. And the members and the Chief Information Officer is the Chief Information Commissioner is appointed by the President, and other Information Commissioners are appointed by a committee consisting of Prime Minister, Leader of the Opposition, and another Union Minister nominated by the Prime Minister. In the same way, in the state also, State Information Commission is found, consisting of again 11. One is the Chief Information Commissioner and other are Information Commissioner. And the Chief Information Commissioner of the state is appointed by the Governor, and other Information Commissioners are appointed by a committee consisting of the Chief Minister, Leader of the Opposition, and a Cabinet Minister nominated by the Chief Minister. Then, The function of these commissions, Central Information Commission, State Information Commission, their function is to hear complaint of citizens regarding delay in giving them information, then refusal of information, and their complaint about in many offices public information officers and assistant public information officers are not observed, for which they are not getting information. Finally, this act denies certain information to be given to the people. Under the right to information, all information will not be given to citizens. Certain information will not be given to them. So what these informations are? It is clearly mentioned. Number one, information regarding security and intelligence organization of the country. Informations of the security organizations, intelligence organizations of the country will not be given. Then information regarding Army, Air Force, Navy will not be given. Then informations denied by court will not be given. Then information regarding security of country, confidential information from foreign country will not be given. Information regarding security of the country or information given by our foreign close nations will not be given. Then cabinet papers and discussions of Council of Ministers will not be given. Then private information or any information relating to any individual person, any private information relating to any individual person cannot be given. So these are the information which cannot be given under RTI to citizens. Then provision on 8, practice proactive disclosures. Proactive disclosure means every public office will mention in the front of the office or in their website what is the function of this office, what are the procedures of this office by which it is working, then name and address of public information officer and assistant public information officer of that office. All the public office will have to place their duties, their staff positions, their functions, the name of the public information officer of their office, and the name of the public information of assistant public information officer of their office. In front of the office, they will place all these things in front of their office, or they will place all these things in their websites. This is known as the proactive disclosures. So these are all the main provision of the RTI. Now discuss what suggestions we can give so that right to information can work in a better way. Number one, people must be conscious about provisions and benefit of the Act. People must be made conscious about the provisions of the Act and the benefit of the Act. If people will be made conscious, the Act will be more fruitful. Number two, proper training must be given to the public information officers and assistant public information officers so that they can function in a better way. They should be given training properly. Number three, people must be encouraged to seek information for public interest. People must be encouraged to seek information from public office for public interest, not for their personal benefit. Number four, the process of RTI application must be made simple. The process of RTI application must be made simple so that people can easily seek information. Number five, inclusion of RTI in school syllabus. Provisions of RTI, the principle of RTI should be included in the school syllabus so that there will be better public awareness. 6. Member of Central Information Commission and State Information Commission should be the members of Central Information Commission and State Information Commission should not be only from civil service, rather they should be taken from non-civil service, people having knowledge in management and other technological fields. Then at least members of the Central Information Commission, State Information Commission should not be posted only in the capital. They should be posted in different fields so that people can come to them to file complaint. Then public records shall be prepared in such a manner. Public records, public information should be maintained in such a manner that they can be given to people easily. Finally, inclusion in the appraisal report. It means the appraisal report means whenever the conduct certificate of the public servants will be prepared, their role in RTI should be taken into consideration. Okay, so whenever the conduct certificate of the public servants will be prepared, there must be a provision in that conduct certificate that what role they have played in RTI. So in this video we have discussed, when right to information have been originated, what its meaning, objectives, provisions, and what suggestions we have given so that they can function in a better way. So I request my viewers, take the help of whiteboard and my lecture so that you can write it in a better way. Thank you. Have a good day. Goodbye to all.